Congress. I do think, however, though, this follow-up conversation that's happening, the fact there's been 2 in a row, was being discussed. And I do think that, to Maria's point, there are a lot of people in the MAGA space who wonder if this is about some sort of pardon. Has she played her hand to keep her cards close to her chest because she's waiting out on some sort of deal that she may get? 2.5 years, holds out, and is able to get a pardon into capacity. I don't know that that's going to happen. I don't see how that would be in Trump's best interest legacy-wise. But if there is, it does lead to more questions than answers, unfortunately. But again, I think that this focus on so heavily on this issue and on this controversy is obviously Donald Trump's own making. A lot of Republicans feel as though he handled this poorly from the get-go by not just releasing information, sharing things that he had promised to share, creating this issue.
It is interesting seeing how senior Republicans in Congress are dealing with it. I want to play a little bit of an interview that House Speaker Mike Johnson did with CBS.
We want full transparency. We want everybody who was involved in any way with the Epstein evils, let's call it what it was, to be brought to justice as quickly as possible. We want the full weight of the law on their heads.
This is not a hoax, in other words.
Oh, it's not a hoax. Of course not.
It's not a hoax, of course not. Now, he's saying that, or he's even being asked that, because, of course, President Trump called it that. You spent a lot of time in the House at senior levels. You know what it's like when these members go back home. What's happening back home?
Well, that's the biggest issue they're facing. They don't want to be talking about this going home. They are going back to their districts. They want to tout their wins. They want to go to these town halls that they're having with constituents and talk about the issues that they're fighting for on their behalf. But they have to address this. And it's not helpful because obviously Trump has tried every tactic. His playbook this time has not worked. And so Republicans don't want to get caught up in whatever aspect of that he's on that day, right? Whether he's in denial, disparaging, blaming the shifting the blame, excuse me. And so Republicans who are going home to their districts, they don't want to deal with that or be caught up in that mess. So instead they have to say, listen, we want transparency, and that's what I'm going to vote for. That's what I'm going to support in Congress, but also we want answers. However, let's focus on what's going on here at home, because they really do need to think about long term. They don't need to stand by Donald Trump on every single thing. And you're starting to see that separation because, again, Donald Trump's a lame duck president. And members of Congress, especially House Republicans, have to think about their 2026 midterm elections.